Hi everyone, it's about a week later since I first filmed that little bit. Being mum life and chaotic with 4 kids, this haul literally just got left on my table ready for me to record, but literally one thing cropped up after another and this recording just kept getting pushed back and back. But I'm here now, it's all unpacked. I've laid it out on my kitchen counter because it's better light, and I wrote the prices on sticky notes so that I can show you the breakdown of what these items cost me. Shush, Sophia. Sorry, my ginger cat meowing at me. So I can show you the breakdown of how much the item cost per item and then how much it actually cost me. So there is a wide variety of items here. It is literally stuff that I get regularly. And then there was stuff that I put on my subscribe and save because it made it cheaper, if that makes sense. Same as I've got some items that I've bought in bulk for my prepping pantry. And then there's items that we will use now. And then there's some items that I used for storage and stuff like that. So there's a wide variety of items here to show you. So, excuse me. I will stop rambling and I will show you what I've got and how much it all cost. We'll start over here with my gunk. I got 6 bottles of these Lenore Outdoorables Tropical Sunset. There's 6 bottles there and they cost me $12.75 on the subscribe and save, and the day that I ordered them there was an extra percentage off, so that's how come they were $12.75. So you divide that by the 6 and it only cost me £2.12 per bottle, which is good considering they do go down in the shops, but they usually are about £2.50 to £3 a bottle when they do go on offer. So that saved me a few pennies there. And then next to them I got some Lynx shower gels for the boys. Let's put that down there so I can show you. Let's take the sticky note off. It is the Fresh Boost. There we go. Oh, golden drop in it. The Fresh Boost. The 225ml bottles. I got 6 of them for just £4.84. So it works out about 80p a bottle. So they will go in the Toiletry pantry for when the boys need them. And then we'll move my other gonk out the way. He can go over there. I got some Calgon washing machine tablets, because now that I've got a new washing machine, I'm trying to keep it clean, up and running, and you know, keep it as well running as possible, if that makes sense. And down in the southeast we have very hard limescale water, so I put one of these tablets in my washing machine with every wash. I got 2 boxes of 75 tablets, which came to £17.90, but because I got the 2 boxes, and again I subscribe and save, so I get the 15% off, and then when I subscribe to these there was an extra 10% off, I think, so it worked out only £8.95 a box, and that's a lot cheaper than the supermarkets. So they are going to go in my cleaning cupboard prepping pantry, because I have got some underneath my sink that will tie me over until next month when I get more. And then at the back is something that is on my subscribe and save because it made it work out cheaper. I probably will get a few more of these next month because I am trying to buy the spices and herbs that I use regularly in bulk because it works out a lot cheaper. So what I got were these plastic jars, sort of like what you can get from the range with spices and that in, but I got 6 of the 500 gram ones, I think they are 500 grams, $10.99 for the 6, so it works out about $1.83. These ones will go in my actual cooking cupboards, and then the surplus spices that I have will go in these bigger ones, which are here, and these hold 1 litre, and they were $13.99 for 5, but works out about $2.79 each. But again, that was with the 15% discount, because if you order over 5 subscriptions, you get 15% off. So that is why I got them. And then I'll show you what I got to go in them. Excuse me, sorry. Still, this horrible cough is lingering. Just will not go. Spices are so much cheaper to buy in bulk if you can store them. And these are what I use quite regularly. I use them often. So I thought I'd buy them in bulk, and then I can store some in airtight sealed vacuum packed bags, so they are long-term storage, and then the other bits can go in those jars and those jars ready to use. So I got garlic flakes, which are fantastic. You can they're just like fried garlic, and you just put them in when you're sauteing onions, and you need slivers of garlic rather than crushed or pureed. So they're dehydrated, but they plump up very nicely with some moisture. And for 1 kg on the subscribe and save, they only cost me £7.45. So that is a big old bag of garlic flakes, and they will last me forever. So they'll be, like I said, divided into long-term storage and medium-term storage. So we'll put them over there. And then I got some onion granules, because a lot of recipes call for onion granules. And again, that was 1 kg for £8.82. And it always comes in handy for when you're making your own breadcrumbs, seasoning chicken and all that lot. Granules, fantastic. And then I've got this ginormous bag of 1 kg, but it is a much bigger bag because it is onion flakes for £8 too. This is great. You can literally just rehydrate them and cook with them, so they are literally just slivers of onion. Or you can just, you know, toss them in a chicken casserole, a stew, in your shepherd's pies, lasagnas, rather than chopping onion up. So I thought that would be fantastic to have in the pantry in case I haven't got any onions in the fridge or cupboard, wherever you guys store them. I store mine in the fridge. Naughty. Because that's not really where you're meant to store them, is it? But yeah, get off subject. Easy. They're there for when I need them if I haven't got any onions in. And then I got garlic granules, which is different than the slivers because some recipes call for granules. And it was £7.35 for the 1 kg of granules. And then here is something new that I am trying. It is tomato powder. It was £7.39 for 500 grams. But this is like pure concentrated tomato. If you think of tomato paste and then like concentrate that even more, that is what tomato powder is. So if you're making a bolognese and you've got you put a couple of tins of tomatoes in, but you still don't think it's enough tomato flavour, just put a teaspoon of this in, and it really does enhance the flavour, and it is really nice as well. So it makes fantastic tomato soup. Put that with some cream and some pureed vegetables, and that really does make a nice tomato soup as well. And then at the back, I got, for my prepping pantry, some bechamel sauce. Always fantastic. Yes, I could make my own with just flour, milk and butter, but this is for when I don't have those ingredients or I don't have the time. Cheese sauce is always a great staple to have in the cupboard. I don't like the ready-made jar stuff, so the powders are the way I go, plus they last longer as well. This great big pot, which is, let's see if I can find the weight. Probably not. Oh, right, there we go. Just over 1 kg of cheese powder. I'm destroying my display now. Go over there. And it only cost me £8.07. So yes, I know I can buy cheaper of the 40p sachets from the supermarkets, but this one is absolutely gorgeous, and it's fantastic just to quickly knock up a cauliflower cheese on a Sunday when you can't be bothered to be slaving in the kitchen. And then we'll start down here. Stickers. Lots and lots of stickers. I picked up 3 packs of 12, I think it was, sheets of 2cm coloured stickers. This is how I've decided I'm going to rotate my prepping pantry. Rather than writing dates on everything, which is all well and good doing that, but I'm not. I've wrote up a key where for each 6-month period there's going to be a colour circle designated to that. So if, for example, I bought a can of baked beans and the best before date is January 2024, the colour that's designated for the first 6 months of 2024 would have that sticker on. So it will be colour coded, if that makes sense. And then the key will be put on the wall, so that if the kids or Steve have to go to the pantry, they know to grab the colour that's at the top of the chart before any of the others, if that makes sense. So it's an easier way, rather than them trying to find the dates on the cans and the jars and that. It's very visible, very easy. So that's why I got them. Really confusing, but if anyone wants more information about how I plan on doing that, just drop me a comment. I'll try and explain it a bit better in a different type of video. But they cost me $6.39 a set, and I will need more sets because obviously I've got a lot of food in my prepping pantry, but I thought I'd just start with those 3 packs to start with. And then I got some Metanium Nappy Rash ointment. This is the only bum cream that seems to be working on Nathan. Nathan is 2.5 and he is still in nappies. I am not rushing into changing him into potty training because he is kind of showing signs of global development delay. So he is nowhere near ready to potty train. And every now and then he does come up with nappy rash. And this cream is retailing at about £7 a tube in the supermarkets. But I've managed to subscribe and save on Amazon for $11.47 for these 5 tubes. Okay, that is because when I subscribed there was like an extra 20% off, plus I subscribed when the prices were cheaper before the inflation started, and then obviously the normal 15% off when you have more items, if that makes sense. So it works out at a fantastic £2.29 a tube. So that is why it's a regular buy for me. Plus when Nathan does have a flare up, you think you go through it an awful lot, and although it's fantastic stuff, it does take a few tubes to get it to clear up on him. And then here is some tape, and aluminium foil tape. It was $13.59 for these 3 rolls. This is for prepping the prepping pantry for emergencies. Me and Steve have decided that we're going to try and start prepping for all scenarios now. Literally all different tapes in case we need them. And Steve took the mickey out of me, and he still does, for buying this tape. But this morning he came straight to me and said, "Hannah, where is that foil tape you bought? I need some." So I was like, ha! See, I do have sense. There is a reason why I buy this sort of stuff. I just love it when he questions why I buy these things, and then we need them and he's like, "Oh, thank God you bought it," you know. So that is why this is already open. He needed it before I could record it. So they are going to go out into the shed where they are going to stay stored, and where I build up on my emergency cupboard, if that makes sense. My emergency pantry on household items and stuff like that. At the back there was 5 bottles of Summer Fruits Robinsons, but I had to start on one before I recorded this, and for the 5 bottles it cost me £8.76. So that works out £1.75 a bottle. And I know full well, because obviously these don't always last me, They cost around £3.50 if you're not able to find them when they're on offer. And this is the only squash I like to drink. I will drink other squash, but Robinson's Summer Fruit seems to be the only thing I really can drink, if that makes sense. So that's why I got them. And I've got Nathan at the gate now. Down here, I've got some of these Robinson's Immunity and Robinson's Boost, like miniature drinks. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I had to give Nathan a biscuit. These are fantastic for what I keep in my baby bag for Nathan. And for the teenagers, they tend to keep one of these with them for if they run out of squash and they can only fill their water bottles up with water. Chloe doesn't really like that. So I send her to school, or in her bag if she's going out with her friends, one of these. I normally just buy the bog standard, but they had these on offer with the 15% off, and then at the time of the subscription, I think there was an extra 10% off. So for the 4, like the 4 Boost and then the 4 Immunity, they were $6.23, so it works out about $1.55 each. And then compared to in the supermarkets, the bog standard Robinson's miniatures are about £2, £2.50. And I know these ones are a bit dearer because they got like extra, they're different flavours, if that makes sense, that you don't normally see. And then they've got vitamins added into them as well. So they are a bit more expensive. So that's why I got them. And they're always fantastic to have in the pantry. And then talking about the miniatures, I did buy 2 boxes of the minis. I got the Robinson's Summer Fruits, which are great for me for when I run out of the big bottles. I always put one of these in the baby bag for me as well, and upstairs for during the night if I need to top up my water bottle. $7.42, which was on offer as well, so it works out $1.23 each because there's 6 in the box, which again is cheaper. They're about £2 in Tesco's at the moment. And then the orange ones were cheaper. They were on a better deal, so the kids do like the orange ones as well. It was $5.32 for the 6, so it works out about 88p each. So they are going to go in the drinks cupboard for if the kids want them, they can just take them and add them to their waters for when the big bottles run out. Here I have some more food vacuum pack storage bags, if that makes sense. The rolls, so you can seal the food and then vacuum pack them. It was a new toy I bought this month for my kitchen and my prepping pantry. So I'm trying out all these different types of bags to see which one works best or which one I like the most. So for these 3 rolls, it cost me $10.34, which hopefully isn't bad. Hopefully they're good quality. And then one of my usual buys, which we absolutely swear by, buying prawn crackers in their raw form. This is what this looks like, compared to buying the already popped or cooked ones that you can buy from the supermarket, which are shrinking in bag, shrinking in size, and doubling in price. So this great big bag, which is 2 kg, only cost me £9.90, and I get so many big bowls of prawn crackers, and they taste just like from a takeaway as well. They say on the packet you can boil them, you can deep fat fry them. I have tried cooking them in the air fryer. It didn't exactly work up very well, and they were very noisy. We prefer them to be deep fat fried for that kind of authentic taste, but boiling them does work as well, but no, not so much. But I will put the link below so that you can go and find these for if you are interested in them. And then we have, let's go here, there we go, luxury crepe mix, where you just have to add water. This is fantastic. It's 3 kg for the big bag, and all you have to do is add water. So this goes in my cupboard. I have got another one on order for my long-term pantry, or medium short pantry sort of thing. for when the kids want pancakes but I've not got eggs or enough milk in. I can just pull this out, quick and easy. All I have to do is add water and then we've got pancakes, because homemade crepes can take a lot of eggs as well. But sadly this bag came a bit damaged, so I've had to contact Amazon, and they are giving me a refund on this one because it was punctured on the other side. So we are using this one quickly, and I can't remember where I put the price. Bear with me one sec. Right, I've lost the sticky note for this. This was under £10, okay, so it is well worth the money there. But we got that one, and then I get these as well. These are what we absolutely love. It's Crusties, buttermilk, pancake mix, but you also make waffles with it as well. Bear with me, sorry again guys, one sec. Right, where was I? Sorry, my space on my phone was running out, so I had to quickly pause it and delete some videos to make space. This stuff is fantastic to have in the cupboard for when you fancy big fat American style pancakes or waffles for a breakfast or a nice pudding, and all you have to do is add water to it. It is self-explanatory. Well, not self-explanatory, it explains on the back what you like, how much you weigh and all you need to add. So you do add egg for the waffles, vegetable oil, but for the pancakes all you do is add water and mix. And these bags absolutely last us ages. They are fantastic. I've seen them on a lot of American vlogs, if that makes sense, when they do their breakfasts, and I buy them off Amazon. The cheaper, the more you can buy, the cheaper they are, if that makes sense. I think they're about £13 at the moment. They have gone up. They used to be about £10 when I used to buy them, but I buy 2 at a time and it works out about just over £10. Bear with me 1 second again, sorry. Sorry about that guys, I will finish this video. For the 2 bags it was £21.84, which works out £10.92 each bag. But I know if you was only to buy 1 bag, it's about £13 on Amazon. And then obviously the more you can buy, the cheaper they'd get. But I tend to just buy 2 so that I have 1 on the go and 1 in the pantry. So that's them. And then if I just move that bag, you can see what's behind. I buy some of what I feed my cats on Amazon. Part of their dry biscuit diet is I Am's kitten biscuit, because I do have kittens at the moment and the queens do need kitten food so that they can provide the goodness in the milk to the babies. And I Am's at Pets at Home, I looked this morning, for one of these sacks was $44.99. Okay, it's a 10 kg bag, but on Amazon, on the subscribe and save, for both of them, it only cost me £56 8p. So that works out, for individual bags, it was only £28 4p. So that's like £20 and some cheaper than Pets at Home. So it is worth, guys, looking on Amazon for your pet food on the subscribe and save, because you could be saving yourself so much money and you could get it delivered to your door, so you haven't got to go traipsing out to get it. So that is some of the food they have, because they have a wide variety. They have Royal Canin mixed in with this, mother and baby, and Royal Canin kitten biscuit as well. So I mix it all up so they get a wide variety of goodness. That's them. And then to the back we have some Nestle powdered milk. This is from my prepping pantry, long-term / medium storage food. It is £38.91, which sounds so much, okay, which it is, but it's milk powder that is full cream rather than skimmed and semi-skimmed. But that's for the 2 of them, so it works out £19.45 individually, and these are big tins. These drums are 2.5 kg, and I looked on Tesco's earlier, and for one of these, which is 900 grams, was £9. So you could think for 3 of them would be, or 4 of them, which is less than this, it'd be about 4 kg, would be more than that. So I have saved tremendously there. And powdered milk is always a fantastic thing to have in if you do a lot of baking, or if you really do get strapped for running out of milk. You can just throw some of this in instead of. And I do prefer full fat because I do have the children, and I think they should have full fat milk still because they need their calories as well. So that is why I've bought them. And then last but not least, down here we have some coffee for Steve. Oh, let's put it up to the front. We have this Nescafe Americano. It's a 500-gram tin and it cost £19.54. It was on offer. It should have cost about 35, I think it was, because one of the tins, like if you buy them from the supermarket, like the 90-gram tins at Tesco's I saw this morning, was £6. So I saved him a lot of money there. And obviously I've got to start building up my coffee supply for him in my prepping pantry. It weren't till I started going through my cupboards and cleaning them out because of all the mould that was growing in there because of the damp that I realised where my gaps were on what I've got and what I haven't got. So this is one of the gaps I've got. But he's tucked into this straight away. So I have got another one coming for next month, as well as a few more of these items like this, but there are a few others as well. So I'm going to have to wrap this video up because I've now got Nathan down by me yaying at me. If you guys are interested in seeing next month's Amazon haul, like subscribe and save, write down in the comments. I'll be more than happy to show you. Sorry about this, guys. Nathan's trying to get my attention. I will try and link in the description all of these products so that if you want them, you can click on them. It will take you directly to the link and then you can buy them that way. But a lot of these items I really do think are well worth their money. But if anything's here that you don't usually like or use, it's worth having a look on subscribe and save because it could save you quite a bit of money like it has me on some products. So I've got to put this lot away. I've got to feed Nathan because he's like waving biscuits at me now. Please give this a thumbs up. I'm sorry it took longer for me to record than initially wanted to, but you know, mum life and all that lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.